Exposing eBay's algorithm. Today's video, friends, I am going to be telling you exactly what eBay wants to see on your listings and how to make more sales. And y'all, it's pretty simple. They tell you exactly what it is, and this is through their top rated and top rated seller plus programs. I'm going to share this screenshot with you. I always do the wrong one. I'm going to share this screenshot with you. This is linked down below, but basically what a top rated seller is eBay's way of telling you, hey, these are the things that we value and these are the things that we want to see. Not only are we going to give you more exposure as a top rated seller, you can see here the benefits. They say they're giving you more exposure as a top rated seller. They are also going to give you seller protections. We're going to get deep into exactly what these things are so you can know exactly what you need to be doing to have the eBay algorithm on your side and have eBay on your side to be able to make more sales when you are on eBay. But they're also going to be getting into buyer behavior. Some of these things that they tell you and like I said, we're getting into this, but some of the things that they tell you to be a top rated seller plus, are because it is in the back end of the algorithm. They will absolutely give you more exposure if you do these things, but also because eBay has the research in being an e-commerce platform, being the longest and oldest e-commerce platform. They have so much buyer behavior data, some of which I hope they share with us. Wouldn't it be amazing if eBay gave us our buyer behavior data? So if you're listening, eBay, I would love to see that. But they have so much buyer behavior. So it's not necessarily they're giving you a bump and giving you more exposure, although they tell you that. But a lot of these are buyer behavior. They know that you're going to make more sales and they are going to back you and have you as a top rated seller if you do these things. So what are these things? Friends, I will figure it out eventually. I always click the wrong button. So additional seller protection. So why should you do this? And then we'll get into what you need to do. Like I said, exposure, you're going to get more protections. There is a top rated seller and then a top rated seller plus. So we'll get into the top rated seller and then we'll go into what qualifies you to be plus and the benefits that you get from that as well. You're going to get protection. Let's talk about what you need to do first, and then we'll talk about the protections that you get in doing this. This is what eBay wants you to do. If you do these, they're going to give you more exposure. This is them telling you how to match the algorithm, what they want to see. They are telling you what to do. As a top rated seller, you need to have an account that's active for 90 days. They want to make sure that you're active and you have some kind of history on eBay. You need to have 100 or more transactions and $1,000 in sales. This is one of the big reasons that I really encourage you, if you are just starting out on eBay, is to get to that 100 mark, because eBay is telling you that is important to them. They want to see that you are a steady seller. They want to see your customer service and your performance on these so that they can promote you to other eBay. eBay as a whole, they want to make sure that their sellers are keeping up with their brand and giving top customer service for their name. So they want to make sure that you have history and have those 100 sales. So if you are a new seller and you're really trying to get your sales going, you may consider doing whatever you can do to get those 100 items sold. And that may mean dropping some of your prices. I did this when I started on eBay. My average sale price went in half. I was a Poshmark seller and I was doing fairly decent on Poshmark. I wanted to get on eBay. I did whatever I could. I ran coupons. I did sales. I did 50% off my entire store for a month. Anything I could to get to that 100 item seller, because I knew that eBay, friends, I will get there. I knew that eBay appreciates that and they really wanted to see it. The other things that they want to see, a defective rate less than or equal to 0.5%. So keep in mind some of these things, most of these things are a percentage and a number game. So you definitely want to have a defective rate. This means that when you are shipping your items and someone receives it, they're getting the item and they're saying it's defective. There's something wrong with it. You want to keep this lower than 0.3%. Some of this is a volume game, friends, right? If you have 0.3% is a pretty low number to keep, but if you you have only sold 2 items and one of them is a defect, you're now at a 50% defective rate. So a lot of it is volume, but really make sure that you are sending out items exactly as described. And this goes into your listings. This goes into, I sell used clothing. My items have things wrong with them. It's going to happen. As long as you disclose it, it's not going to be a negative defective rate. The buyer is going to know. So oftentimes they won't even say, hey, this is defective, because you disclosed it. And then if they do say it's defective, and this is one of the seller protections, if they say it's defective, and you are, and we'll get into this in a minute, but if they say it's defective and you are a top rated seller, eBay will go in and say, hey, this was fully disclosed. They're saying it's defective for the reason that you said it's defective. It's not actually defective. It's not going to hit those metrics. And you'll get a few more protections as well that we'll get into in a minute. Friends, I will get there. There's the right screen. So you want to have with 3 or fewer defects from unique buyers. Cases closed without seller resolution, less than or equal to 0.3%, or 2 or fewer cases. So if you're a low volume seller, this is where the number comes in, or it's a percent base. So cases closed without seller resolution. This doesn't mean that you get dinged for having a case open. You can have returns. You can have people say, hey, this was defective, or hey, I want to return this because the item wasn't quite as it was described, or whatever reason that the case is open for. What they care about is the customer service behind this. Are you communicating with the buyer? Are you communicating and providing great customer service? They want to make sure that you're not having cases open and not providing that customer service, and not providing the customer service and not coming up with a resolution with the buyer. A late shipment rate less than or equal to 3%. So this is where your handling time really comes into place. Whatever your handling time is, you need to make sure that that's something that you can match, that is something that you can comply with. For me, I have 1-day shipping. I could probably go to same-day shipping because I'm under that 1-day shipping. Most days I do ship the same day because I ship late in the day. However, I want to make sure that I really hit that metrics, and I don't want to fall below top rated status, because your sales will go down, my friends. They have told you they give you exposure for this. They also take away exposure for this if you fall below that top rated seller. I did it. Yes. I clicked the right button. A late shipment rate less. Oh, we did that one. Tracking uploaded within your state, handling time, and carrier validation. So this also goes into it as well of your handling time. Shipping is, USPS. It's going to get there on time. Some of this you can't control because of USPS. There has been few times, and this is when, if you have the top protections, if you're a top seller, they are also going to protect you, and they're also going to know that there are things that happen. There have been times during the holidays or during a snowstorm, our USPS was closed. I had a ding because my items were not scanned and shipped, and it was because the post office was closed. I called eBay. They said, you're top rated seller plus. I can see that it's closed, and they took it off. These are some of the benefits. Let's go up and look at some of the benefits, and then we'll get into the top rated seller plus. Not only are they going to give you give you added exposure, they're going to give you protections. And 2 of the protections are your return shipping label credit, because they know oftentimes people are going to say item not as described, and it's not always correct. And so if you go in there, they don't want to have abusive buyers. They want to say, hey, you're providing these services, and we know that sometimes there are abusive buyers out there. We want to help protect you from them because we do value you having these services. And so return, they're going to give you if you have free returns, they're going to give you a label credit for the items not as described. And then also if you have, and I will say, friends, I have had one, and I will link a video up here above on how to decide if you should do free returns, because it's not right for everybody, but I will link a video up here of how to decide and how to look at the metrics and look at your numbers to really decide if it's okay for your business. I have had one item returned not in the same condition as I sent it. In all of the time, a year and a half that almost 2 years, I have been doing free returns. Free return means that I pay for a return. I sell clothing, so I get a lot of items shipped back for them not fitting, but I have only had one item shipped back, and I know that it was not an abusive buyer. It was not intentional, because they bought a bundle and they sent back 3 items, and only one of the item there was damage to it. And she told me, I reached out to her and said, hey, this item, you know, you sent it back and there's some flaws with it. And she said that she asked her husband to send back the items, ship them out, and he left them on his workstation in the garage for a couple days. And that item must have been on top because it was like filthy. It was covered in sawdust. It had some cleaning that I just could not get off, but the other items were fine. And so I know it was not her being abusive, but I filed a claim and eBay gave me back 50%, which I actually ended up making money on, because it was still better than my cost of goods. So now those are to be a top rated seller plus. eBay really wants you doing the top, or those are to be a top rated seller, excuse me. eBay really wants you to be a top rated seller plus, because they're giving you added benefits, and one of them is 10% off of your fees. 10%, friends. Like, this is mind-blowing, and this is where I talk about in my video up above that I linked about free returns. One of the things to be qualified as a top rated seller plus is, again, you have to have it for 90 days, 100, you know, most of the same things as well, but then you also have to have a free returns on as well. If you are looking in your eBay store, you can look at your seller performance and kind of see how you're tracking for these. This is one thing that I really recommend. If you are a top rated seller plus and your sales have gone down, absolutely check these numbers, because if one of these items is fallen below, this is going to impact your sales. eBay is telling you what to do, friends. These are some of the things that you should absolutely be doing to appease eBay and the algorithm to make more sales. If you like this video, YouTube also thinks you like this video. I will link a playlist down here of how to make money reselling, and then make sure to hit that subscribe button to learn how to make money reselling on eBay and Poshmark.